Hi everyone. In this video I am going to explain about Thevenin's theorem and its related problems. So as per Thevenin's theorem, any linear bilateral network can be converted into a source voltage. We call it as Thevenin's voltage VTH, that is connected in series with that of a resistance called source resistance or Thevenin's resistance, which is represented as RTH, right? Whatever may be the network or a circuit is, that can be converted into a single voltage source with series resistance is said to be a Thevenin's theorem. What are the steps we need to follow if we need to solve a problem using Thevenin's theorem? At first, step 1, we need to find Thevenin's voltage VTH. In order to find Thevenin's voltage, you have to remove your load by open circuiting, and then we need to find what is that open circuited voltage, which is equal to the Thevenin's voltage VTH, right? Then step 2 is we need to find RTH, Thevenin's resistance. In order to find Thevenin's resistance, we must remove the load resistance by open circuiting. At the same time, all the sources should be removed because we are going to find out the equivalent resistance of a network or a circuit, right? So your circuit should comprises of only the resistance. So if we have a sources, we have to remove it either by short circuiting or open circuiting. I mean, if the source is of voltage source, we have to remove it by short circuiting, and if the source is of current source, we have to remove it by open circuiting. Then we need to find what is the resistance across that open circuited path, that is equal to the Thevenin's resistance RTH, right? Then after step 2, next we have step 3, we need to draw the equivalent circuit. As per the statement, we will be having VTH in series with RTH, Thevenin's resistance, that should be connected to a load resistance called RL. Okay, and the current flowing through this load resistance is said to be IL. Then step 4, we are going to find out the load current IL. Just by using Ohm's law, we can find what is IL, which is equal to V divided by R. Here V is the applied voltage, that is the Thevenin's voltage VTH, divided by R is the total resistance. So here if we see, your RTH and RL are said to be in series. So what is the total resistance of the circuit? RTH plus RL. So this is the formula we have to use for finding out the load current IL. Now we are going to see some problems under Thevenin's theorem. So the first question is, using Thevenin's theorem, find the current through 1 kilo ohm resistor. So here we are going to find out the current through this 1 kilo ohm resistor. So 1 kilo ohm resistor is said to be the load resistance. Okay. So now do step 1. So what we have to do for step 1? We need to find the Thevenin's voltage VTH. So for that we have to remove the load 1 kilo ohm and make it open, right? So redraw your circuit. So we have 15 volt, all other resistors will remain same, only we have to remove the load by open circuiting, right? Now we need to find what is the voltage across this open circuited path, which is equal to VTH. So how can we find this open circuited voltage? See this 330 ohm, this 330 ohm and this voltage will remain same even though we have one 330 ohm resistor over here. Since the load is left open, no current will flow through this 330 ohm, right? So current is going to be 0 through this 330 ohm. So there won't be any drop in this resistor 330 ohm. So whatever the voltage we have across this 330 ohm in the middle branch, that will be equal to the Thevenin's voltage, right? So for that we need to know what is the current flowing through this 330 ohm, right? For that use Ohm's law. So I is equal to V divided by R. So V here is 15 divided by R is 330 plus 330 because both are said to be series. Current flowing in between both the resistors are same. So 330 plus 330, which is equal to, what is the current now? It's going to be 0.0227 ampere is the current. Now what about the voltage then? Now we know what is the current through this 330 ohm. So that current into 330 will give the voltage across this 330 ohm, which is equal to the Thevenin's voltage. So VTH is equal to I into 330, which is equal to 0.0227 into 330. So your VTH becomes 7.5 volt. Okay, so the Thevenin's voltage is 7.5 volt. Now we are going to do step 2. So what we have to do for step 2? We need to calculate RTH. Right? In order to find RTH, remove your load by open circuiting. Right? And then we have to remove the source also. Here we have voltage source. Right? So you have to remove the voltage source by short circuiting. So we are removing the voltage source and all other resistors will remain same. At the same time, we have removed the load also. Now redraw your circuit. What about this 330 ohm and this 330 ohm? They are said to be parallel because whatever the current flowing from this RTH path, so that will get splitted between your 330 ohm and 330 ohm. Since the current is not going to be same, so we say 330 and 330 are said to be parallel, right? So now redraw your circuit. Now 330 into 330 divided by 330 plus 330, so which is equal to 165 ohm. Right? Now what about this 330 ohm and 165 ohm? This 330 ohm and 165 ohm, they are said to be series. Okay. So what is the final answer then? If they are in series, we will add it, right? So what is the final answer? So RTH is equal to 330 plus 165, which is equal to 495 ohm is the RTH, Thevenin's resistance. Right. Now we are going to draw the equivalent circuit in step 3. So we have VTH, right? And the value of VTH is going to be 7.5 volt, and then it should be connected in series with the RTH, which is equal to 495 ohm. That should be connected with the load resistance. So what is the load resistance for this problem? So we are going to find out the current through this 1 kilo ohm resistor, right? So this 1 kilo ohm is said to be your RL. So 1 kilo ohm is equal to 1000 ohm, right? So RL is equal to 1000 ohm. And the current flowing through this RL is equal to IL. So next step 4, we are going to find out the load current IL. So what is the formula for IL? IL is equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. So which is equal to VTH here is 7.5 divided by RTH is 495 plus 1000. So what is the load current then? Which is equal to 5 milliampere. So the next problem we are going to see is find Thevenin's equivalent circuit for the given circuit. Okay. So in this we are going to find out only the equivalent circuit, that is till step 3 you need to do it. Okay. There is no load resistance given to find the load current. So we need to perform till step 3. Right. At first step 1 we need to find what is VTH. So for VTH we have to remove the load and open circuit it. So already here the load is removed and it is left open. So the remaining parameters you have to keep as such. Now we need to find what is the voltage VTH at this open circuited path, right? How can we find it? So this VTH will be equal to the voltage across this 30 ohm resistor, right? So if we know what is the node voltage over here, we can say that node voltage is equal to VTH. So what we are going to do here is, we have 10 volt series with 20 ohm, right? So I am going to convert this voltage source with series resistance into current source with parallel resistance in order to apply KCL at this node. Let me take this node to be A node. Okay. So in order to apply KCL at node A, so I need current sources. So I am going for source transformation, in which the 10 volt with series resistance of 20 ohm will be converted into a current source with parallel resistance. So doing source transformation here, other than this 10 volt and 20 ohm, the rest all elements in the circuit will remain same. So 30 ohm and the current source of 2 ampere and 4 ohm will remain same. Now I am going to convert this 10 volt in series with 20 ohm is into a current source with parallel resistance, right? That we call it as source transformation. So I am having a current source. What should be the direction of the current source? See the polarity of the voltage, negative and positive. So the direction of the current should be from negative towards the positive. So it is upward, right? While converting this voltage source into current source, you should know what is the direction of the current source we have to assign, right? So the current source will flow from, the direction of the current will be from negative towards the positive. So you have to draw the current source towards upward, right? And what about the source resistance? Always the source resistance will remain same. What is the source resistance here? It is 20 ohm. So here also it's going to be 20 ohm. And what is the magnitude of the current source? We know I is equal to V divided by R, right? So here what is the V voltage? 10 divided by what is the resistance, source resistance? It's 20. So what is I then? I is equal to 0.5 ampere. So the source current magnitude is going to be 0.5 ampere and the direction is going to be upward and the source resistance is 20 ohm, right? Now let me consider this node voltage is going to be VA, right? So only this 0.5 ampere is moving towards, that is incoming current, whereas the all other currents are said to be outgoing. So apply KCL at node A now. So applying KCL at node A, what is KCL? Kirchhoff's current law. Sum of the incoming currents should be equal to sum of the outgoing currents. Here how many incoming currents are there? Only one, that is 0.5. So 0.5 is equal to outgoing currents. There are three outgoing currents. What is the current flowing through 20 ohm? Which is equal to VA, and let me consider this to be the ground node whose voltage is 0 volt. Okay. So now what is the current through this 20 ohm? VA minus 0 divided by 20. Similarly, what is the current flowing through this 30 ohm? VA minus 0 divided by 30. Okay. So current flowing through your 20 ohm is VA by 20 plus current flowing through 30 ohm resistor is VA divided by 30, and then we have one 2 ampere current source which is flowing away from the node. So that should also be included. Now sum of the incoming current is equal to sum of the outgoing currents. So you simplify this and find what is VA. So we get VA by 20 plus VA by 30 is equal to 0.5 minus 2, right? So we get 0.083 VA is equal to minus 1.5. So VA is equal to minus 18.07 volt, which is equal to your VTH. Okay. So we got VTH to be minus 18 volt, right? This is step 1. Now find step 2. So your step 2 is finding out RTH. Okay. So for RTH, again the load has been removed. So it is already open circuited only. And then you have to remove your source also by, if it is voltage source, we have 10 volt as voltage source. So you have to remove it by short circuiting. And we have 2 ampere current source that should be removed by open circuiting. So now redraw your circuit. So your current source, it should be left open, whereas your voltage source, it should be short circuited. So this is how your reduced circuit is. Now what about this 20 and 30 ohm? They are said to be parallel, right? Now reduce your circuit further. So 20 and 30 are in parallel. So 20 into 30 divided by 20 plus 30. So what is the answer? We get 12 ohm, right? Now what about this current branch? It's already left open, right? So it is inactive now. So it won't create any impact on your circuit. So we are just neglecting it. Okay. So now we have 12 ohm and 4 ohm. So 12 and 4 are said to be in series. So what is your RTH then? 12 plus 4, which is equal to 16 ohm, is the Thevenin's resistance for the given circuit. Right? What is your question? You need to find the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. So do step 3 now. We know what is VTH and RTH. So draw equivalent circuit now. So VTH, and then it's in series with your RTH, and the load terminals are going to be A and B, right? So what is your VTH? VTH is minus 18.07 volt, and what is your RTH? RTH is equal to 16 ohm. So this is your equivalent circuit for the given, the Thevenin's equivalent circuit for the given circuit. I hope this video is useful for you. Thank you for watching.